Hey everybody. Down here working in the shop again. Thought I'd take you on a little tour of our new to us swather slash 4-day project to get ready to go. This machine came from down by Torrington, Wyoming, and it was owned by a couple old cowboys that were not very mechanically inclined. I think they kind of just used it until they got too old to do stuff and just kind of parked it. They say it's a 93. I'm not sure. I can't remember which years Hesston put the sunburst on their graphics like that. They have a hydro swing that I believe is like a 97, and it has that sunburst on the graphic there. But they think it's a 93. It's a one owner. They bought it brand new. I was thinking it had 1,200 hours. It's just under 1,400 hours, 1,390 something. But yeah, we got it home here the other day and pulled it in the shop and started working on it. It was, the worst part of it was the reel. The reel was just pretty much obliterated. We had to put in all 5 new bats, multiple teeth, all the tine bars were bent. So basically you had to pull out every tine bar, strip it all the way down, get it straight, get it set back in. It doesn't seem like a terrible job, but it's just time consuming. There's a look inside there, but the augers are in good shape. I don't know how they could beat the reel up like this and have augers, flightings that aren't bent. Augers are in good shape. The lean bar was pretty well beat up. We cut a section out of it and sent it to our welding shop, and it welded in a pretty good section. Made a nice weld. So it's straight now. Let's see what else. So yeah, this hub here. There's this main hub here with an offset stud that the wobble arms actually run on. Well, they ran the machine basically so long without a retainer on top of that bearing on that offset nub, and it basically wore down the stub shaft. So we had to send that off, get it hard surface welded, machine back down. The pitman arms, they just went ahead and ran them, but they are completely, I don't know why you'd run something like that. It's just ridiculous. These things will last a long time if you just take care of them and not just beat them up. But so those are shot. Got a new set here. Let's see what else. Had a little trouble inside that control valve for your header controls and your flotation. Got a seal kit, pulled all the valves out and sealed them, and got that working anyway. Holds good pressure. The nitrogen shock is charged. We had that checked at a shop in town, and it was still holding the charge. Let's see what else here. Oh, the tires. Front tires are in good shape. I don't know if they're originals or if they're replacements, but they're not checked and they got a lot of tread on them. The back tires were terrible. They had like a car tire on this side. And the other side, I think these machines came with like a 760/15 on the rear, which is kind of a skinny, weeny little tire. So I put a set of 9.5 L15s on it. They're probably 2 inches taller and probably 1.5 inches wider, so maybe it'll ride a little bit better. Plus, I like having this size tire around because we have several wagons that take that size. As far as in the engine compartment, everything's in good shape. Had to change one belt. This does have the little Cummins motor in it. I don't know if you can see or not. Fuel filters were original. They had original Hesston paint on them, so that kind of makes you wonder about the maintenance on this thing. It seems to run good, but changed the fuel filters, changed oil, changed hydraulic filters, dropped the coolant, put new coolant in. Everything seems to run fine. let's see what else. Oh yeah, the side tins. Anybody who's ever owned one of these machines, and I'm not being like a jerk or anything, but people just don't care. They just bash these things into stuff, and it's not just the self-propelleds, it's the pull types too. We run 2 pull types with that same header, and we don't buy new stuff, so I'm not going to complain about having to fix somebody else's mistakes, I guess, but they were pretty beat up. You can see they ran it. Had a hole legged out here, so we patched that, painted it. Had to put another patch at that bolt, another patch at this bolt. Let's see here. Timing on these rollers. I'm assuming it's in because I don't see any stress fractures anywhere in this plate, and that's usually where they break, is right behind here. We know that because of the other 2 that we run. If you're not keeping them in time, that's the weak point. But yeah, I got the side tins hammered out and painted. This one over here was in almost as bad a shape. But I got him welded up. Don't make fun of my welding skills, but it'll hold. But yeah, I think about tomorrow we'll get that other part back and get it together, get it in the field. Surprisingly, the guards were in pretty good shape in this thing. I have no idea why. Usually if somebody's treating something like that, they're not doing regular maintenance on it. Guards are in good shape. Sickle was wore out, so it's going to get a new sickle slammed in it. Let's see, what else? Oh, the windows on these machines, they fall out all the time, so we had to have 4 of them reset. And then I put the new rubbers behind the retainer kit tabs. It is for sure an actual 1400-hour machine because the time clock's working. The seats still have the original plastic on it, which is pretty cool. It had some holes in it, so I went ahead and took it off. But yeah, it's about ready to go. You can see it hasn't been run for 2 days, still holding pressure. Yeah, this one is not equipped with a radio or anything. It's just a basic bare bones machine. But the air conditioner works, and that's about all you need. Yeah, maybe by the time we get it going, our hay here will be ready to cut. We're down at this lower Vox Elder place, and it's all the hay meadows from all the rain that we've had are just, I mean, there's like standing water in places, and I don't know how long it's going to take to dry it up. So actually we gathered up one more today and headed for another hay field with it because it's some place that we can actually cut. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to for the last 2.5, 3 days. I guess we'll talk to you later.